Okay, here we are, step 2 of making the baseboard. So, as I told you in the first video, for reasons of practicality, I had the plywood cut in 2 pieces, so 50 by 90, because it was just easier to take them up the stairs and put them in the boot of the car than putting practically nearly a square meter in the boot of the car and then carrying it up the stairs. So now I'm joined them together with these runners, and now, which were screwed and glued in position, and now I'm going to fit this piece of thin plywood. This is just a clipping I got from the basket there at the shop, and I'm going to glue that in with some normal PVA vinyl glue here, Vinavil. This is the typical Italian PVA glue. We've all used gallons of this throughout nursery school, primary school, middle school, and even as adults. We've probably eaten plenty of it as well. So I'm just going to put that in the back of the bit of wood and then press it in position, put a weight on top of it so that holds, it stops the stops the join from moving. Then, to avoid warping, as on the Brunel layout, which is there lurking behind the door, I'm going to fit another 2 runners there and there. This is also a smaller layout, so it's less heavy, so we won't have the sort of banana. Oops, lost focus. What's happened? That's not focused. I had that focus for a minute. We're not going to have the banana effect on this one here that we have on Brunel. Not that the banana effect's a bad thing on Brunel, because it makes things more interesting, because there's a bit of a climb, there's some inclines and things. It makes running trains better fun, but in this case here, I don't want another banana layout. So, on we go. Okay, so I put the piece of plywood down, that's getting glued in position, and I've weighed it down using the case of the screwdriver machine, a bottle of Moldavian wine that I have here in the studio, which I'll have to open sooner or later and drink it, box of screws, and 3 steel helmets, and a resin one. A few words about the steel helmets. I like military, I'm interested in these things, so here we have an order. We have Romanian M73 helmet under here, which is, I use that for General Militaro in the Big Arrest video. I have an Italian M33, and this is the one I used when I was in the army. I've got the British M Mark II, which is also actually of Belgian production. That's actually got a replica liner in it to fit my big head, because I have a size 61 head. And this is a civilian fiberglass fiber helmet that was available for sale to the British public during the war. It was a civilian helmet. It was also used, this one here is not, it's a Mark II, but it's made of resin. It's actually made of resin, this one here. And it was issued, you could buy it privately. It was also issued to guards in ammunition depots, because you don't want to drop a steel helmet when you're maybe guarding high explosive. And I bought that at the Barras, which is the flea market in Glasgow. I paid it £2 in, must have been 1987, I don't remember. Anyway, so that piece of plywood, the purpose of that piece of plywood is simply to stop the 2 parts of the layout from the 2 lips from moving, and then once that's done, we'll put the side runners on. That'll be nice and dry by tomorrow morning. So this is step 2. That's why you collect helmets. You use them to make your railway layout. Cheerio, and see you next time. My replica Italian World War I Hadrian helmet. That's actually quite light. It's around about 900 grams, it's under a kilo, but the Mark II, the Italian M33 are both 1200 grams, And the Romanian M73, if I don't remember badly, is 1500 grams. It's a real heavyweight helmet. Anyway, the fibre one, the resin one isn't that helmet, but there's the box with the screws, and the bottle of wine is doing a good job, I see over here. I think once we get this job done, we'll open it up. I've got a friend coming round, one of my students, and he's a friend also coming round for dinner probably next week, or for lunch, and we're going to be having sarmale, which is a Romanian speciality. Very nice, and it might be an occasion to open a Moldavian bottle of wine. Could be an idea. We'll also open an Italian bottle of wine. We can have 2 bottles of wine. Not bad. Okay, cheerio and see you next time.